Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the leak for upcoming packs. Now, this was posted over on Master Duel as well as over on Master Duel site, but basically we're going to be getting some newer cards in the game. I'm here to kind of talk to you guys about when this is happening as well as what to expect. So starting right off, when are we getting some of these newer cards? These are going to be taking place on April 4th, so just a few days away, and we're also going to be getting a new battle pass, which will be cool very soon as well. But anyways, to go over the cards really quick with this leak as far as what we're getting here and the things that actually matter, I'm just going to go over their full effects because these are things that Yu-Gi-Oh players need to know about, as you will be seeing these again and again. So there's only really one card that I think every single player will be making. That is, of course, if they can make a synchro. So this is Baron de Flor. Some of you guys have played modern Yu-Gi-Oh know about this. It's just a once per turn. You target a card in the field and then destroy it. Then once while face up on the field, when a card effect is activated as a quick effect, you can negate the activation and destroy that card, which is exactly what you need this effect to be in place for a good Yu-Gi-Oh card. And then you can only use the previous effect of it once per turn, and then once per turn during the standby phase, you can target a level 9 or lower monster in graveyard, return this card to the extra deck, and if you do, special summon that monster. So you can actually make this card again later down the line. There's another card that a lot of decks can make use out of, but you may not see it every single game. But like any deck, again, that can make this, you'll see it. But the Iris Sword Soul is actually a pretty good card. So it's during the main phase, if a monster whose effects are negated is on the field, as a quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if your opponent special summons a monster or monsters, except during the damage step, you can activate one of these effects based on where it was special summoned. So if it's from the hand, you get to special summon one monster from your hand, or if it's from the deck, you get to draw 2 cards. Extra deck, destroy one of those monsters special summoned from the extra deck. You can only use each effect of the Iris Sword Soul once per turn. Obviously, people really like this part of the effect, but this card does see some play in a lot of different decks, so expect to see this card as well. This is the Anti-Human Intelligence Saya. This card has a pretty decent pen effect, although in modern Yu-Gi-Oh, again, when we don't have the access to the side deck, it tends to see a little bit less play, but it is an okay side deck card for the pendulum effect, where any card sent to the graveyard is banished except for monster cards. This is actually a pretty good effect, but it has a monster effect where you can reveal this card in your hand, add another pendulum monster from your hand, or one card from your pendulum zone to its owner's extra deck face up, but if you do, special summon the card. Again, this is kind of like mediocre-ish. There's some other cards, the Despian Quaritus. This card is actually pretty decent as well. Again, it's not as popular as the other cards that I just mentioned. Well, this card's not even that popular. I just wanted to mention because I think this card has a pretty decent play in the side deck for some decks, depending on if you're playing Pend or not. Again, there's no side deck, so it's a little bit less relevant in Master Duel. But Quaritus is actually a really good card. During the phase quick effect, you change the attack of all monsters currently up on the field to 0, and then except for level 8 or higher fusion monsters. And if this face-up card and its owner's control leaves its field because of an opponent's card effect, you get to add to your hand or special summon one Fallen of Albus or a Despia monster from your deck. Pretty good effect, and it's like a once per turn as well. You have Starving Venemy at Dragon coming out, as well as the Dramaturge of Despia, a decent card as well. Lets you, if a Fusion, Secret Seed, or Link monster special summon, except during damage step, you can target an effect monster on the field and negate its effect until the end of the turn. And this card is in your hand or field is used as fusion material. Into the graveyard, you can special summon this card. It's used in a lot of different plays. I'm not sure how good Warrior from Another Planet like turn 1 will be, Turbo. Because people were talking about, you know, running that as an actual thing. So there's also Shooting Majestic Star Dragon. There are some other, like, synchro cards that are, like, okay. But again, the only synchro card that really matters is Baron, let's be honest here. There's also a High Speed Clearing Rider over here, and the Stellar Wind Wolfrey. This card is kind of, I mean, it can gain an insane amount of attack, but at the end of the day, it does have a quick effect where, well, let's read the full effect of it because it won't really make sense if I don't. So you can only control one of them. It gains 300 attack for each time another monster's effect is activated, while the attack of this card is less than 4,000 once per turn if this card's attack is 4,000 or higher. As a quick effect, you can shuffle both this card and all monsters your opponent controls into the deck. So it's kind of a weird, like, Nibiru-ish card where, like, you have to summon it so your opponent's gonna know, okay, I can only activate so many monster effects. So once they activate enough monster effects, you can shuffle everything, but more than likely your opponent will just make something that just negates this card's effect. I mean, it is a quick effect, but again, they'll have to know exactly when to activate actually activated in the TCG. I mean, look at the price of this card. It's really not that expensive at all. So basically, we're getting the rest of the cards and Dawn of Majesty over here. But yeah, pretty much this really picture kind of sums it up. But I at least wanted to go over the effects for you guys so you guys know what to expect when this does arrive on April 4th. But anyways, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for the video. If you guys enjoyed it, drop a like on it. If you're new here and want to be up to date on more new Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel news, hit subscribe, turn on the bell, and you'll definitely see more. But take care. I'll catch you guys next vid. I'm out. Peace!